originally I was gonna emulate this game, but I thought, oh, you know, it runs kind of ass. There's a ton of input latency on the controller, but even switching to official hardware and playing it intended is still not a very good experience. Me, chat, everybody in the stream at the time, we were really hyped up for QuakeCon. We were fully expecting a new source port of Quake 2, along with like the N64 version and the PS1 version as add-ons, and we were devastated to find out that no, we got Capture the Flag.
3-wave CTF.
Especially because the build-up to it, they were like, we're dedicated to taking care of this legacy of games that we love so much that we created this convention for it. So here's the next step to that legacy.
As we continue to bring our classic games and franchises to modern platforms, we do have a fantastic addition to an id classic.
And it's just Capture the Flag, which honestly should have just been there at launch, or, you know, 6 months after launch, not an entire year afterwards.
Thank you.
Bro, you could just stop fucking slapping me around? Oh my god, dude. I'm getting single-digit frames right now. Knowing that most of these games didn't run very well on the Nintendo 64 really made me regret buying a Nintendo 64. Bro, you can't even get fucking 30 out of this thing. I think Perfect Dark is another game made, again, specifically for the Nintendo 64. If you wanted to play this revolutionary shooter from the same people that brought you GoldenEye, you had to have a Nintendo 64. But good luck getting any higher than 10 frames per second. If they had to, like, make this a bottomless trench... Uh-oh. I think my Nintendo 64 just froze. Oh, this motherfucker is hot. Let's reset. See what I mean? Games that were made for the Nintendo 64 just can't run on the Nintendo 64. I'm gonna keep my eye out for the BFG, because I never got to use that in the PS1 version. I just had my asshole thoroughly stretched out by it. And Macron. We got it, boys. We've got the BFG. Oh shit, I almost got killed by that. Oh! What? Did I kill him? Hell yeah, dude, I wasn't even fucking stressed about that. I got this in the bag. I'm a little sweaty, though. That was... Oh my god, I was not expecting that. Aw. Baby crate. It's making me play in ways that I don't want to play. Remember the good old Quake days? You could just shoot some enemies, laugh with your buddies, finish the level. It was all good. Those were good times. Quake 2 on the Nintendo 64, them's was bad times. You couldn't just shoot some baddies and laugh with your friends. You had to platform around lava. You would expect emulating it would be worse, but I feel like the frame pacing issues and then forcing you to platform is actually the downfall of this game. If it had better frame pacing and it actually ran good, I think the platforming would make it kind of fun. It would break up the monotony of just shooting all the time in your arena shooter type game. But yeah, as it stands, playing this game in 2022, not good. That's gonna be the title of this YouTube video, I suppose. You gotta say what year you're playing the game, and for some reason the algorithm just loves that shit. He'll eat it up, I guess. It's true. Or even just telling people, hey, I bought this console this year, and here's my justification for it. And I've even seen some that's like really dumb, of why I bought a second console in another year, but to make 2 YouTube videos out of it. Like, we get it, you love the Nintendo 64, but I don't need to know why you bought a second one a year after you bought your first one. Here's why I bought my 5th 3DS. Because, like, I could totally understand, hey, like, I bought a PlayStation 3, and here's why. Yeah, I'm gonna say PlayStation 3 is actually a bad example, because you kind of... To play some of the exclusives, you have to have a PlayStation 3. Or, no, a Nintendo Switch, we'll say that. Hypothetically, Nintendo, I bought a Nintendo Switch so that I can enjoy your very good first and third party games that are only available on your platform. Because honestly, if a game is cross-platform with the Switch, you don't want to play the Switch version. But then let's say, oh, I bought the second one so that I could hack it. Hypothetically, Nintendo, hypothetically, I bought a second Switch with the intention to hack it. I get that. Buying a second one for a different reason than you bought the first. That's a good reason to have a video like that, because, you know, you don't want to hack your main one. Otherwise, how the hell else are you going to play your Breath of the Wild? Buying consoles just so that you can make content out of it, not in the way that I do it anyways, is kind of, I don't know, a little cancerous. A little consumerist, if you will. Is there a secret? Ah! There was a secret power amplifier down here. Definitely not quad. Not quad damage. Never quad damage. Lock, run, open. Vent pipe access grant. Well, that's nice. But what does that mean for me? It means I get to go down to the sewer level. Hell yeah, baby. This game has everything. It's got water levels, it's got sewer levels, it's got platforming, it's got shooting. Quake 2 for the Nintendo 64 may be the best video game. Period. Motherfucker, stop chasing me. Holy shit, get out of here. This is my tube. Hey, this looks like where a boss fight would take place. I hope that's not what happens. Bro, that is the implication. It's implied that BFG is for big fucking gun, but I don't think they're ever gonna say it outright. What the fuck? How am I supposed to know when to... I'm just gonna have to get shot with rockets, I guess. Oh. Okay, this part is ass. Oh, maybe I do gotta jump. Now, chat. You knew that would happen, didn't you? You thought for the meme that you would tell me to jump off of it. And I would think, you know what? Chat has built up a lot of goodwill for me. I think I'm going to go down there. Wait, what? Outlaws Plan B emergency contraceptive. I mean, of course, fentanyl's dangerous. If police are just around it, they'll fucking lay over and die.
I almost died of fentanyl overdose.
But now the video is being met with skepticism by some medical experts who say it is impossible to overdose on fentanyl simply through airborne exposure.
I can tell you with essentially 100% with surety that this was not fentanyl poisoning.
I mean, it doesn't really surprise me, but that's still pretty shit. I don't know if this is real. You can share me the link and I'll take a look at it and see where it came from. Okay, let me check this out real quick. I'm gonna say I don't think that's true. The right loves to whitewash prominent civil rights leaders, but take away like all of the things that are problematic to their cause. They're just gonna keep all the parts that they like and agree with and cut out everything else and say that, oh, this person literally had no stance on any of this other stuff. But even besides that, the whole Little Mermaid thing is fucking stupid. The live action Disney movies that have been coming out are not good. They've never been good. There's not a single one that is good. So it's not as if it's like the magnum opus of art. They're not tainting anything by having a black actress play the leading character. That has no impact on anybody's life. It's kind of just a form of tokenism.
And what is a token? If you go outside and get on the streetcar, you put a token in the box. That token takes the place of money. Token is a substitute. Token is not the real thing.
You know, it's the same thing of like, we're not going to treat black people the same as white people, but we're going to open up a school and call it Martin Luther King High School or something like that. It is art. It's something that could help people's self-esteem. I think that's also very important. It's important to know that there are people that are like you and that look like you that have done significant things. This is a movie, though, so it's not really doing anything. If the white version of Ariel is like your headcanon version of Ariel, then like watch the cartoon. I mean, on one hand, that sounds like something that Daily Wire would do just to get attention, but I think that they are self-aware enough that they know that they would scare off a lot of the black Republicans that they're trying desperately to hold on to. Even if that were true, there is a major difference between Ariel, a fictional character, and Malcolm X, who was a real person. Little known fact, was assassinated by the FBI. I don't think that's a hot take. Okay, so I'll correct my statement. They did not personally kill him. They just facilitated the events to allow the
Nation of Islam
to kill him. Now, on the other hand, I do 100% believe that the FBI killed Martin Luther King. I think they personally did it. It's well documented and admitted by the FBI that they wiretapped Malcolm X's phones, so they were listening in on his conversations. That's 100% true. There's no debunking that. That meant that they had an eye on him. They knew that they needed to do something with him, but didn't know what to do. He had angered the
Nation of Islam
led by Elijah Muhammad. So the FBI is like, well, hey, these people don't like him, and we also don't like him. There's a way that we can get them to kill him, and we can facilitate the events around his death. That way, you know, technically the FBI didn't do it, but they definitely did. There was a news story that came out about a police officer from Harlem that came out and admitted it was his job to incite violence against Malcolm X's bodyguard team. Some of the bodyguard members had actually been arrested the day before Malcolm X was assassinated. But something else that I think is crazy and has just been on my mind for quite a while. People like Steven Crowder, people like Ben Shapiro or Candace Owens are going to say these important revolutionary actors in American history were very problematic. They will spread misinformation like Martin Luther King cheated on his wife, which again was not a thing. They won't mention that the FBI sent him letters to try to push him towards the idea of suicide just to get rid of him. They'll say things like, oh, Malcolm X really hated white people. He was spreading so much violence back in the day. He was one of the bad ones. They're going to say all that shit, and all of that is perpetrated by the FBI specifically. They would go out of their ways to spread some distrust in these revolutionary civil rights activists. You're going to swap to politics, and the FBI wants these people out of the picture. They don't want people to trust them. They don't want them building up a lot of turbulence in any form of movement because it goes against the American status quo. They will say things like Che Guevara from the Cuba Revolution. They'll say shit like, oh, he was a racist and really didn't like gay people.
I was just wondering because, you know, it's named after Che Guevara who, you know, put a lot of homosexuals in prison in Cuba.
There is nothing that Che Guevara ever said, wrote down, anybody around him that knew him that would imply that he did not like gay people or that he did not like black people or any other ethnicity. But then the same people, Steven Crowder, Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens, Marjorie Taylor Greene, will say that, oh my god, the FBI is horrible. They messed with our big, beautiful orange baby. They tried to search Donald Trump's home. That's so illegal. They'll come for you next. But they will spread misinformation that the FBI, the same agency that they claim to hate right now, has been spreading for over 50 years. It's insane. Part of me wants to believe, because the American educational system is so dog shit, it's very possible people aren't taught these things. Because I know I wasn't. Whenever I was in elementary school, we were taught Martin Luther King brought about civil rights, and that was his biggest contribution. And then he died because of a massive racist. That's all you learn about. So I would like to think that some of these people legitimately do not know better. But they are in politics, and they spread this type of information. They should know better. It's one thing to fall for misinformation. It's a different thing to spread it willfully. So I have no respect for any of them. Any of the right-wing pundits, they are either willfully ignorant or maybe maliciously intent on spreading misinformation. I agree with you. Most people just going about their day don't learn about this stuff. And it's because, you know, the American government doesn't want you to know just some of the bad things they've been doing. We're not going to teach it to the children. Because then the white kids, they might feel bad. They might feel bad that their country exploited probably billions of people at this point for power of resources, power of money, political power, you know, the power of violence. We love doing that shit. Yeah, sorry this switched to a heavy topic. It's just something that Quake 2 does to you. That's all staying in the video too. I'll call out the FBI on my YouTube channel with 10 subscribers. But like, Americans are so cucked by our government. And then the same people that will say the truth that the American media can't really be trusted, those same people are gonna fall for the propaganda spreading war because they love war. They get boners for that stuff. They love the Army and the Marines, but they don't love the veterans as much as they say they do. Because they won't vote to take care of them. They won't put money to the side to take care of them. I'm gonna wait for it to go, and made it. I probably would have started fucking crying if I needed a key to get into this area. Dude, the platforming gets them so fucking bricked up. They don't know how to control it. What the fuck is shooting at me? Oh, up there. Bro, they're like almost out of render distance. Oh shit, this is gonna be the final boss. The final boss is gonna be like Mecca Reagan. He's gonna rain down upon me trickle down economics. It's gonna be a mechanized version of J. Edgar Hoover. They're gonna bring him back to life, give him a mech body and a machine gun and rocket launcher. Oh god, there's gonna be 2 of them, so that's already taking a major hit on my frame rate. Then the BFG. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. They've completely trapped me. What the fuck is that thing? You know, I think the developers of this game, if they really wanted to be helpful, they would put all of this ammo and shit in like a very small localized room so I could pick it up as fast as possible. But no, they're gonna distribute it across 2 floors of a massive room. Yeah, Daddy, come over here and assault me. What? Apparently one of each Guardian was not enough. They decided that we gotta fight 2. Alright, I think we are making some progress though. I think it would be better for me to use the BFG on the walking tanks because they're going to be walking in a straight line, and I think they have to be very close to be able to hit me, so they can't do much in the way of ranged attacks. However, the flying ones, I think they can do some pretty good ranged attacks. Oh shit, okay, and the railgun does a lot of damage too. So maybe we can pull this off a lot easier than Macron. Yes! We did it! Wait, oh, that was it? We offer you this password. Have fun and enjoy. Oh my god. The PlayStation 1 version, that Macron fight was so fucking hard. It was like excessively difficult. It didn't need to be that bad, or that difficult, I guess. I can't say bad. It wasn't a bad fight. This one was almost too easy. Oh hey, we get to see the nice ass character models, but they have the credits in the way, so you really can't see much of them. Hopefully tomorrow night we're gonna beat Resident Evil 1. And then we're gonna go from there. I don't know what game we're gonna play next Wednesday, but yeah, that was very fun. I appreciate everybody that made it to the chat. And hopefully I will see you in about 2 hours on Project Zomboid. You guys have a good night. Bye-bye.